shit. Let's just talk. Okay, so the next Sony State of Play is this Thursday because it does matter. So this is going to be the biggest, sorry, no, the longest,
Mm.
like the longest ever, right?
Like we might expect
So
1 hour.
Sony State of Plays are usually 40 minutes. So now it's
Yeah.
1 hour. Here's the other side of it.
Surprised if they I wouldn't be surprised if they filled it up with much more indies. Like,
Okay, so we're gonna get to that. It's a little
okay.
more of the situation. The second angle is that Sony. The only other time when Sony does an hour-long present, a showcase, but they've only ever done a showcase, I think, twice, and then they stopped doing it. Longer a thing, and they went back to State of Play. So there's a very good chance that this State of Play people have been asking for. That is, what are you doing, Sony? What is your plan for the next, I don't know. So people are complaining that Sony has no games. Where are the games? Where are the games? So this State of Play could be that where Sony announces those games that they've played. So we're talking Square Enix could show up. Capcom could show up. Who else do you think will show up to a Sony State of Play? Frank?
What do I expect? Or who?
What,
Product is gonna?
so if Sony had a State of Play, which they are, for one, do you think could come out of that? That would be like, whoa,
Well,
that's shocking.
I expect very few. Even though it is open to surprises, I don't think that any of the first party like in-house.
Okay.
Sucker Punch recently released Ghost of Yotei,
Okay.
and
Sucker
we know
Punch.
Naughty Dog is gonna launch Intergalactic.
You're saying it. So let's just pause. Two games you mentioned: Sucker Punch, Ghost of Yote. So we could get a multiplayer version of that. In fact, we most likely will get Legends, which is the multiplayer version of Legends, right? Or
Yeah,
maybe
kind of,
some kind of DLC
the
because it's
kind
been
of, yeah,
right or some kind of
expected.
DLC. Okay. Who else did you say?
Naughty Dog, the
Naughty Dog.
Intergalactic
Okay.
Heretic Prophets.
So do you
Well,
think we're gonna get a video?
Intergalactic situation is kind of like I don't anticipate that game much. I just expect them to be trailer, if
Okay.
not a gameplay trailer. But I don't think anything surprising from those in-house. If like there are any other installments that they're developing, like Horizon 3 or
Mm-hmm.
Days Gone 2, I don't know, or a brand new IP from Insomniac, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't expect them.
Insomniac. Insomniac.
Yeah.
Okay. Wolverine.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, they're gonna show us gameplay. In fact, I'm pretty sure in act, I would bet that Wolverine, a full showing you the game, will be the first they're gonna announce when the Wolverine State of Play is gonna be. So I'm gonna put it down on paper. I think the open game.
Like the gameplay trailer or
Yeah,
just the teaser
no,
trailer?
no, a gameplay trailer, an actual gameplay
Oh,
trailer, and the play will be because remember the game is coming out at the end of the year, probably in
oh.
September. Oh yeah,
Alright, it would be very logical for them to tease
to see,
that game.
yeah, exactly, and
Yeah.
to actually open with that. So that's not be the last thing. That would be the opener. I'm gonna lock that in. Okay. So we're
No,
still on
yes,
speaking
yeah.
God of War. So we think there's a 2D God of War that was supposed to be announced last State of Play, but they didn't. So we think that's gonna.
Uh, as far as I am, informed, I could recall wrong. Fix me
Mm-hmm.
if I'm wrong. But Santa Monica was changing their focus, fresh installments.
A fresh installment. Okay.
But I don't think it is maybe the time to.
So what do we know about that situation? So firstly, we know that there's a God of War 2D game. We know that they're definitely working on it. It was supposed to be announced already, but they didn't. So probably gonna show up here. We working on another game. He's been
Yeah.
working on it for say 4 years, maybe like 3 years, like seriously for the latest. So we could get an announcement of that, right?
Yeah, thinking of the a studio that is going to do a comeback, like use Housemark, as you mentioned. Their next game, like the latest state of play you streamed on, we watched it, as you remember. First game, biggest trailer, like first trailer, even if not a gameplay trailer, would be like
I think. Okay, give me a second, because I think I know what you're saying. So I'm trying to get this chat thing to be not so stupid looking. Um, are we still talking Housemark?
and talking on Housemark and their comeback game, like they just released a teaser trailer.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
Yeah. Go
okay.
ahead.
I'm not
That
going to interrupt.
that
I'm not
that
going to interrupt.
that game is supposed to come out in April. No.
Mm.
A walkthrough would make sense. Ooh, what about a
A
demo?
gameplay trailer, maybe, huh?
What about a demo?
And will be very delightful.
Okay, because that game. Okay, so that's not on Steam. That's not coming.
They're not gonna be launched on Steam
Yeah, I
at
don't think so.
first
I don't
3 or 4 years.
on Steam. Let me see though. Let me quickly look at. Uh, yeah, I don't think it's on Steam. But Sorrows. Everything we know so far. So what do we know so far? Sorrows is coming on April 20th. So I don't see PlayStation. Yeah, I don't see Steam. So it will eventually come out. I think by the end of the year, it's coming out on Steam. I'm gonna lock that
But,
in. I am willing to. Um, to bet non-monetary bet on that. That I think by the end of the year, Soros will be on. By the end of 1 year, it could be next year, February, right, or April. So a year from the time PC.
well, it would be unwise to launch games just to PC platform just a year after. Maybe I don't know. Maybe
Okay,
it
do
is
you think
kind
they should
of
do it earlier?
just 1 year later. Maybe earlier compared to other deeds they did. Like Detroit was around 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Only then it got launched to PC.
Okay.
Same goes with God of. I mean that earlier was just slipped under my tongue, but in our exclusive, they are gonna launch their exclusive games to the PC platform earlier than what they did before.
I'm making like, do you think it's possible it would be like 3 months? Because I am okay to say three
No,
months.
3 months in terms of
Okay.
console selling, console and game selling.
Okay. So
Uh,
I'm gonna pause you there.
there will be no point. There will be no point to just going to give away those console games to PC users just 3 or 4 months.
But here's the thing, though. Do you really think 3 months is the threshold? Like, just 3 months would be enough to forget or PS6? Like 3 months. That seems like a little like no, maybe a little more. But you could be right. It could be 3 months.
In console history, like the exclusives or like that's why we call it exclusives. Like they are the faults for you. The Xbox side had Halo. Oh, fuck.
You're reconnected. Did you
Uh,
disconnect?
yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
I my
Yeah, even I'm disconnecting too. Like I'm
yeah.
disconnecting weirdly.
I keep talking. Like maybe I am thinking in old ways. Like if it's a console, then you should have some your trump cards to sell it.
Okay.
It was Halo, Gears of War for Xbox, God of any others like Last of Us, even Infamous series, the bangers Sony had for PlayStation to make it sell,
Okay.
like Zelda. Yeah,
Zelda. Yeah.
if you don't mention Zelda with Nintendo, then you are just doing a bad mistake.
PlayStation has been struggling for a long time about with mascots. They don't have any more Crash Bandit, and he belongs to Microsoft now. So But they have things like Ratchet and Clank. Oh, now they have Astro. We see something Astrobot? Another
Astrobot on,
DLC?
yeah, Astrobot on PC.
Oh,
I
that
mean,
would never
Astrobot on
happen.
PC is like impossible.
That would
Like you
never
have the
happen.
mascot.
No, because that would be like Mario on PC. Mario will never be. Oh, no,
Nintendo would never be satisfied with that situation as well.
no. I'm talking. Can Sony announce
I
this?
don't think so
You don't think
because
so? Okay.
Astrobot has always been like a discovery in my perspective actually because there is nothing actually to build on
Okay.
in that game.
Hmm.
You're just seeing East famous Ghost of Tsushima just
But that's the thing, though. That's why it makes him kind of popular, right? Because he is
yeah.
Astrobot is like a cost. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets something Astrobot because Astrobot should always be front and center. Intro, we're probably gonna get Astrobot. I expect Astrobot to be all over the. In fact, here's time. Do you think they're gonna show us Astrobot in this state of play? Just show something Astrobot in maybe transitions, right?
Yeah. And it would be very cute to see those little body console.
Because here's the thing. Yeah, PlayStation doesn't have as many mascots as
Yeah.
Nintendo. Nintendo's got all over the place. But Astrobot is a very good modern mascot that's gonna be around for the next 50 years.
Uh, yep. And
He's literally
also,
a cute robot. You know what I mean?
and they can shape that robot into many forms.
Into many forms. Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can turn it into Jin Sakai. Options are endless, you know.
So here's a final question on that. How
Yeah.
many video games do you think will show up at this state of play?
I expect nothing in my realistic,
No,
idealistic or optimistic.
so something will definitely show up. Definitely, because I've
Yeah,
already said it. There will be first party there. So something.
let's keep our hopes low, but we can hope for two, maybe seeing
Okay.
two, and I will be and I will.
Do you want to name the two you think that will show up?
I don't think, but like intergalactic, obviously, and they are gonna
Intergalactic.
polish
Okay.
Naughty Dog as much as they can in that showcase. Second,
Intergalactic and
the second, if the second is gonna be a reveal, I expect it from Santa Monica. Guerrilla Studios, was it? Like the Horizon 3? I don't know.
oh, okay, Gorilla Studio question because I understand the confusion now. So you're talking about new games that we have not seen
Yeah,
gameplay of. And there will be two new games that we have not seen gameplay of, and we're going to see gameplay for them.
yeah. I expect
Perfect.
at this one
Okay,
gameplay it and I said one
Horizon.
gameplay and one reveal, like
Okay,
revealing the
one gameplay review, Intergalactic, and one brand new IP.
yeah.
Oh, that's
And as
good.
far as we know, Santa Monica works on it. Could be good to see from Insomniac or like we already know that Wolverine they were working on, but reveal I don't know. Maybe Days Gone 2. I can hope for.
Days Gone 2. So there won't be it won't be Days Gone 2 because that's too
There
early.
will never be. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. But
But
if there would
no.
be like a
Let me say, Days Gone 2 isn't impossible given recent news. It's not impossible. Working on didn't work out, so they scrapped that. So it isn't impossible that they will. Now, if they are, I don't think we're gonna see that for 2 years.
yeah,
I don't think it's gonna be this year. I don't think. Honestly, I do. Or maybe cross gen. Final year of PS5 going to PS6.
feeling bad if they decide to move it to PlayStation 6.
Yeah.
The current generation was actually like financially disastrous
Right.
era of
Well, it started as a financial disaster, but more and more people actually ended up liking quite a lot of that game, and that's when that remaster came out, right? Remember that? I'm just saying, Discount 2 may not be an impossibility. It really may not. I just don't isn't there anymore, right? So the question is, who's in charge now, and how much of the end concept are still actively in the minds of people there now? Can they recreate that game, or is the entire game still on on Twitter? In fact, let me tweet this out, Adam. See if you'll kind of catch something. No, it really may not be out of the realm of possibility.
It is like you don't have the same team or the same creative director, but you are still trying to. Is that the concept we are talking about?
Yeah.
Well,
And so here's the thing. I don't know the original game because I didn't finish it. How did the original
I am talking about the original creative director, like who created the IP.
he left the studio in a very in bitterly actually. He left the studio very unhappy about it.
It's then I'm sorry, example they could play
Hmm.
and they might flop it down too. Like, would they ever take that such chance?
Hmm.
I know franchises shouldn't be bound on in Ubisoft's history they just kicked out and hired back Ashraf Ismail for Assassin's Creed franchise. Looking for from experience, like bouncing back,
Hmm.
but they would actually do something like they did with Ghost of Tsushima and Ghost of Yotei. They had contrast in story-wise, you know.
Okay.
If they would different elements in terms of both story and gameplay elements.
Mm-hmm.
If they could implement it, say that that Days Gone 2 potential Days
Mm-hmm.
Gone 2 would certainly have an impact.
Okay. So my
But
thought on them is this on Ben Studio. So the only thing anyone who knows done right. What is the maybe
yeah,
not. What was actually their big game? I think they do a mascot. Let me see. Let me look it up real quick because I want to know what their thing is. Because here's the thing. Because their last game got scrapped, they need to actually hit. Okay. Oh, okay. So they worked on Crash Bandicoot. They also worked on Resistance. Okay, so I think they've always been a support studio. Okay. They used to be a support studio. Their first game was actually their own IP was Days Gone. Dude, I really do. It makes sense. What else are they
Hmm.
gonna do? They were supposed to be working on got
Yeah,
a remaster for Days Gone. I actually know the guy, McAllister, who worked on it. I think they're going back to Days Gone. I think they're gonna give us Days Gone too. I really
it
do.
is gonna be like their safe harbor.
It's
Uh,
that. Look, here's the thing. Days Gone is not a bad IP. A biker, a member of a biker gang in a post. You can make a movie about that, and that would hit, right? Because
Obviously,
even the game was supposed to be after a show called like if I was banned, I would straight up go to Sony and be like, please just let us do Days Gone 2. We can get a game out in 5 years. Let's focus on that. Drop time stop. Look, yeah, I'm gonna and I would unless they go back to maybe like a resistance game or like a kill zone. If they just if that. Like,
Killzone that's actually dead. And in a world where
thank you.
we live with Helldivers 2, I don't think there will be room for Killzone.
Thank you. You're right. That's it. Because it died with Helldivers 2. The expansion they did. It's like yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, it wasn't Halo. That's what they were trying to do, but it wasn't Halo. Not even
Yeah.
close, right?
Actually, it was kind of like a pleasable game. Like you can extract enjoy from that Killzone. If it's talk about if we talk in the 2026, there's no room for Killzone. There's no. The only thing they stick with is yet again, unsurprisingly, or you can say call it how surprisingly, like the lightning rod of attention, like investment like this.
Okay, so here's the thing. There's one little thing here that might change things up. Key. that bench studio has worked on the most. Do you want to know what? Do you know what that is? It's a very old
Yeah.
IP.
Hmm.
That is their number one worked on IP. I don't know if as it looks like as support studio. The Omega Strain, Dark Mirror, Logan Shadow, Combat Ops. They have worked on every Siphon Filter possibility. That's one of the IPs that people have been asking for Sony to bring back, right? Because you know that I'm gonna let you go on a Ubisoft rant in about 30 seconds. Let me finish this one point and lead it into the Ubisoft.
Yeah.
What's his name? The special ops guy. Um, all black.
Splinter Cell.
Splinter Cell. Splinter Cell. Okay, Splinter Cell.
Yeah,
So
Sam Fisher.
Siphon Filter is the direct.
Yep.
Ben Studios only has two things, in my opinion, that they can do: a Siphon Filter something. Two, maybe they'll do a brand new IP, but I don't think that'd be a good idea unless the new IP is really good. But so I'm
I
saying
think there's a chance for that siphon filter to shine up because
thank you. Please
as
go.
far as we both know, up with Rainbow Six currently,
Right. Mm-hmm.
and I don't and Sam Fisher's story is aligned with. I don't think there will be a separate game for Sam Fisher because he's actually he's fighting Deimos like Gerald Morris currently. So how will you gonna make a separate game fighting against that in a live service game?
Huh. Okay.
That's why I killed all my current and brand new installment for new Splinter Cell.
Yeah. Huh. Uh, let's keep talking Ubisoft because there's a lot happening with them right now. There's a lot
Yep.
happening with them right now. Oh my God, there's so much. What you know?
Mm, here's a evaluation. They just sold the 25% of the stakes of
Mm-hmm.
their best three franchises,
They
like
did.
it to Tencent, and they just founded a like the commissioner studio they called Vantage Studios. Is gonna be their like powerhouse for their for the future Assassin's Creed, Far Cry games.
Hmm.
And the Guillemot, like the CEO, is kind of like
Desperate. Yeah, yeah.
desperate to
This.
desperate to get their games. They even cut loose some of their like employees. Like
Mm-hmm.
you know, they are no longer a billion dollar worth company. They
Hmm.
just downgraded to millions. I think this should at least a collaboration with Tencent is gonna doom them because what I am scared of, and it's happening actually.
Mm-hmm.
Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid 3 got an elite skin, not
Yes.
just
To so you
customization,
okay.
a
So
full
sorry. Give me a second. Give
playable
me a second.
operator into Rainbow.
If you don't know what we're talking about Rainbow Six Siege. So yes. Yes. What does Kojima think about this?
Has no right to word
Oh,
has no
he
word
doesn't.
to talk about it because
He
all
doesn't.
the copyrights are at Konami, like to speak about rights or the deeds about it. But here's what I'm actually scared of. Clancyverse, Vision, Ghost Recon, Rainbow Six are most of, not fully, but mostly grounded in terms of the realism. Mechas, like how could you even merge both universes in that way? That's
Mm,
what I'm scared of. How could you Rainbow Six lore?
brother, it's because
Not gonna fit it.
if it can happen, Ubisoft will find a way.
Tencent, especially with the help of Tencent.
If it makes money, Ubisoft has an answer.
How could Solid Snake is gonna be, the man you can put you
Brother,
can put it into.
just it's called Ubisoft Worldwide. Everyone shows up. Everyone saves the day. The final scene going
Sam
up.
Fisher. Yeah.
Eh, Dude, it would be a barrage of all Ubisoft characters. Who will be Tony Hawk? Ubisoft movie.
Well, as far as those universes are kind of, unified in Ubisoft's narrative. Like Assassin's Creed happens at the same timeline, Watch
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Ghost Recon, and I could take it at some point. Like I could get it because you could see some reference. Haven Labs map from ranked pool of Rainbow Six Siege.
Uh-huh,
You could
uh-huh.
see a room directly.
Mm,
there is a
mm,
there is a dedicated room named as Animus, and there's actually one where you lie down yourself. A visor comes up
mm.
into your vision. That's all. But
Okay.
a veteran who fought against mechas is gonna end up fighting against Kerry's Legion and gonna help Sam Fisher. I can't take that much. I can't take that much. It is too much even for me.
Okay, but is that enough to make you go back to play Siege?
Well, Siege's effectiveness, I
Mm-hmm.
don't think, for me, I don't think it is not good enough for me to come back,
To come
grind up,
back.
because grinding and lore are two different aspects. Because I don't think I would never say that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Hmm.
it doesn't make any sense for me because the gadget, the loadout, for me to play to go get into the game
Right.
and play as Solid Snake.
Hmm.
This is what makes me scared of.
Okay. So I don't play Siege. Big of a deal then?
Well, it is a direct sequel
Or we
to
just
Six
personally for you, you
Vegas 2.
okay.
It is kind of multiplayer based
Mm-hmm.
competitive esports title
Mm-hmm.
in time which it has become going through
Okay.
the through official comic
Okay.
and
Yeah.
trailers.
Valorant, right? Valorant is a competitive game, but there's a lore
Yeah.
to it. A big lore. Okay.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Shit about its games lore.
I
But some of the
disagree. I
siege, but
disagree.
some of the
No, no,
siege
no,
players
no,
do,
no. I
especially
disagree on that.
yeah, especially because it's a esports shooter title like Counter Strike.
Right.
But especially siege, has been derived from story
From
based
story based. Okay.
installments.
To that.
Yeah.
About Siege, you are correct because most of Siege and honestly, Ubisoft shooters comes from real, right?
Yeah.
Most of their IPs are actually based on real world authors, which is really thin. But I do think a lot of people care about Valorant lore. And here's the thing Valorant is to build the lore. And really, Valorant lore didn't really start till like 2 years ago. But and the success of League of Legends and the Netflix show, I think they're gonna get to
Arcade.
it. Yeah, our show quicker than they got to a League of Legends show. I really do, and I think they're building a law. They're not really forcing anything, but there's enough questions to make you think, huh? Keep up with violent law. I do understand it's small. It's still really small. The best videos you'll watch 8K views in 24 hours. So it's still pretty small, but it is growing. Go ahead.
If I feel satisfied talking about siege, but if you still have question marks, I can fill them up.
Yeah, I don't have any more questions about Siege. I honestly don't know Siege. The
Mm.
last was was it Vegas? Was that what it's called?
Vegas 2. Vegas
Yeah,
2.
Vegas too. Yeah, that game, particularly because that game was very good at yeah. That was the thing with that game. It was a really good sneaking around game, which explains why I really like Valorant because Valorant.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that game, including the first one, was especially Vegas 2, specifically that. What year did Counter Strike come out?
2012.
2012. And
Global Offensive. I'm
Global
sorry.
Offensive. And when was Vegas 2?
Uh, 2010,
Okay.
2009, around that.
Yeah. So they Vegas 2 was one of the first true tactical shooters round because before that, most of the popular shooters were arena shooters like Quake, right?
Yeah. A metaphor or the meta creator for esports titles
For esports,
with
okay,
with CF Global Offensive launched
exactly.
by the time 2014 they just end the offensive
The global
totally.
offensive, yeah, 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 and I know, so I care to know because as a Valorant player, I see a lot of Counter Strike players who play Valorant because they think stuck in Counter Strike, so they come to Valorant to like shake up the rust. And the moment I start again with the Counter Strike player, it's so obvious because the biggest difference between Counter Strike players and Valorant players is that Counter Strike utilities as a main function of the game. Like it's not about shooting; it's about your utility. I'm gonna leave that aside.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna add up the spice and pepper. I just gonna put that they mainly pick up duelists because they take aim
Exactly,
fights mostly
exactly,
than using their utils.
exactly. Yeah.
Grieve themselves up.
And you know what's crazy is I'm the kind of gamer where I've tried Counter Strike, but it's not. I wouldn't even play Counter Strike to take a break from Valorant because I'm like no, this it's a different game. You have utilities like Valorant does, but if you're good in Counter Strike, you need to know how to use those. I wish Counter Strike players, when they come to Valorant, would pick up a smoke agent or a Molly
And
agent.
that's actually what makes Valorant much more predictable in terms
It's
of situations like clutch, ace, or
exactly.
any other. Counter Strike is kinda like lame as fuck, but you still get to
Dude,
surprising results with.
I'm so
That's the
shocked and pleasantly surprised that you said that because Counter Strike is so that game is so lame as fuck. That game.
should try to tap heads and get some timings with flashbangs or smoke executes. I get
Exactly.
it. I respect it. But
Exactly.
here's those skills into other games and expect it to work as like you are top 0.1% player.
Brother,
Like that.
what you just said is the exact reason why within every gaming categories that have competitive elements, I only play one of those rent as a shooter. I don't play Counter Strike. I don't play Call of Duty. I only play Valorant. I was playing Street Fighter, but I'm gonna switch over to Marvel Tokon, and I'm only gonna play Marvel Tokon. The reason why is game. Imagine if I'm playing Counter Strike in this. I mean, unless I was like a savant,
Mhm.
right? Categories, right? Sports. I'm only gonna play Madden. That is the only sports game that I'm gonna play because that's all I have capacity for. Because I want to.
Yeah. Then we can get back to our main topic,
Yeah,
I
please,
guess.
please, please do, please do.
We could talk about Ubisoft. You actually get concerned about one general, like the mainstream topic.
Mm-hmm.
One, Assassin's Creed, obviously. Here's the thing. The point of view because Shadows in terms of the story and animations, like the build, the whole
Mm.
as opposed to expectations. Ex- and I am codename Hex, which is gonna take place Holy Roman Empire during the witch hunt period. Uh, with the new upcoming stats, these IPs are gonna be. I think there will be good coming in terms of the how could you how could you make a micro geared
Oh,
up better? It
oh,
just make doesn't sense for me.
yeah. Okay, so is Ubisoft still doing that though?
They're still trying to sell Helix credits.
Oh no.
That's a shame.
Oh no.
That's that's a shame.
Jeez.
And
Okay.
story is kind of fucked up with
All right.
Shadows because you don't have a present day protagonist. You just have you opposing polar sided AIs within the animal system.
Mm,
What
mm.
like what are the mythology trilogy, the Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla, and partially of present day story.
Mm,
I had a brand new character, and I had a new brand new conspiracy. I'm not gonna give spoilers. I'm just gonna say that one of the Isus reincarnated from the Isu live as a human, came back to our present day, and he got his own agenda.
hmm.
And the interesting scheme, like the best a good conspiracy to keep the,
Mm-hmm.
but they just abandoned it, pushed
Hmm.
it to another way, other side. They just gave us shadows that they are gonna keep it up with Hex, codename Hex as well.
Okay. Hmm.
Black Flag 4, Black Flag 4 remake
Okay.
got
Okay.
got postponed,
Let's
as
talk.
far as I know.
As far as industry did get postponed. Okay. The thing that I've came to realizing actually today is that because of COVID, gaming, but after COVID, all that money dried up. Here's what I think companies are doing. They're going back to their back catalog IP, their fan base. So, yes, let's talk about this. I think in Thursday, instead of a very healthy amount of remasters, I
Obviously,
really do. Here's the SR2, right? We know it's coming. They're probably going to announce it. I legitimately think teams like, yeah, I'm talking Kingdom Hearts. A Kingdom Hearts, some kind of remaster or some kind of reintroduction of Pro, the game will look even better. I will anticipate that Capcom, Square Enix, on. Oh, shit, my son's crying. Sorry, I gotta go. My son just woke up.
uh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I
We'll
should
talk
sleep
later.
as well because I gotta shift
Okay,
at night.
sounds good, man. Love you, brother. Peace.